Attention. Welcome to the Different Spectrums podcast. We dive into the wild world of mental health discussions. Get ready for profound talks, a sprinkle of humor and sarcasm, and a touch of colorful language. Just a quick heads up, our show reflects our individual opinions, which may not align with the standpoint of the podcast, our featured guests, or any related corporate entities. Our mission? To illuminate through laughter and satire because everyone needs a good chuckle. Chill out and don't stress over the small stuff. Legal troubles? No, thank you. Cancel culture? Please spare us. We'd rather keep this space lawsuit free. So buckle up, have a good time, and join us as we navigate the vibrant realm of mental health on the Different Spectrums podcast. Today's episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist who is trained to listen and give you helpful, unbiased advice. By using our link, you can get 10% off your first month of therapy. So, Naz, as a therapist on BetterHelp, what has your experience been like?
I've been doing it since January of 2021, and it's been really fun and exciting. I've been able to reach clients all over the United States and the world. I've had good relationships. I've had folks that I've had for a couple months and a good handful where I've had for almost 2 years now. So it's magnificent. I've enjoyed my time and my clients. I love them.
Awesome. You can do it all from your phone or computer via phone call, video chat, or messaging, however you feel the most comfortable. Let BetterHelp connect you to a therapist who can support you all from the comfort of your own home. Visit betterhelp.com/DSP or choose Different Spectrums podcast during sign up and enjoy a special discount on your first month. Hey everyone, we back again.
Hey, we back.
Very enthusiastic. Spencer, and of course we have our licensed clinical therapist, Nas.
The fabulous, the voluptuous Dr. Nas. The Thickums.
Big old titty Nas. That's what they used to call you. I remember. Hey, remember? There they go. There they go.
Cha-cha.
Do your titty dance. All right. Remember, hey, don't take us too seriously.
Or do. That's completely up to you.
There we go. Also, don't forget to run up those likes for us. We'd really appreciate it. Hey, shout out to BetterHelp. You can get 10% off your first month of therapy if you use our link, betterhelp.com/DSP. Go check it out if you're kind of going through something right now and you feel like you need a therapist, but you don't want to do it in person. You kind of want to do it over the phone, or if you want to do it, via Zoom or video chat. Go ahead and sign up now, and then you can answer all those different questions on there to get the best suited therapist for you.
Yep.
So
You know,
go check it out. And yeah, go help out the podcast.
first question for my therapist. Why am I gay?
And blocked. All right. I don't know if therapists can block people,
You've been blocked.
but hey, you block them. You block
You
them.
know.
Also, hey, go check out ONO Roller. They're also part of our great list of sponsors.
Yep.
They have some great fidget rollers that you can get, and you can get them 10% off.
Yeah.
Use the code DSP10. So
Check it out.
go check them out. And hey, go to the link down below to check out all of our other sponsors as well.
Down yonder.
So go yes. So go do it. All right. So today we're doing the show Invincible. Cut to Invincible title
Yeah.
because that's what they do in the show. Cut to it.
Yeah.
Cut to it, and then it cuts to it.
Yeah.
You get it. So today we're talking about a few different things, including mistakes. We're going to be talking about how sometimes even the men that are assholes can still give you some good advice.
You know.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Then we're also going to be talking about breathing and also regulating some emotions as well. So we have some great topics. Nas, anything before we get into the show?
Uh, Trigger warning for the first scene that we're going to show. First couple scenes. It's going to be a ton of violence. We're going to watch Mark kill a dude. So he's going to go
Spoiler alert.
full bananas, full bananas.
Also, spoiler alert if you haven't seen all of the show yet.
Yeah, well, every podcast is a spoiler. So I mean,
Fair enough.
yeah, fair enough.
He died. He died.
Yeah, he got some. He got him good. So yeah, trigger warning for that, for the violence. It's bad, but it's not too bad. So you should be okay. If you don't like blood though, even though it's animated characters, then you might just want to skip forward on this little fight scene, and then you can move forward with the rest of the show. But I'm looking forward to talking about mistakes. Like you said, a lot of folks get real obsessive, real self-hatey, even suicidal after they make mistakes, whether it be career, they hurt someone, maybe they were toxic when they were younger, maybe they blow up on their partner, their wife, maybe they blow up on their husband, maybe they blow up on their kids. You know, maybe they have an obsessive thought and they're like, you know what, I'm going to kick this kid in the head and hopefully it pops off. So we're going to kind of talk about some of those ruminations and mistakes, and then, getting really sad about it. Then we're going to have some fun, talking about dudes. Be a man. Be a man. Cry.
Hey, cry. Love. Talk. Be different.
Yes. And we're going to talk about how sometimes, even us idiots can really lay down some therapeutic advice and some comfort. And then we're going to get into some deep breathing, how that shit works, help regulate the emotions, the emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Yep. So let's get into this anime, Amazon Prime original.
Good plug there.
Invincible.
I'm it. And then you got to do the it. I'm it. Cut to.
I'm cousin it.
Cousin Invincible? Is that you?
Well, cousin it.
Oh.
Okay. Woof woof.
Dumbass. Woof woof.
Dumas. I'm Spanish.
Spanish. Like from Spain?
You been there? Oh my God, I have to say it. Oh,
why?
All right, we're done.
What did you have to say it?
Invisible.
Did you think anything less than killing you with my bare hands would satisfy me? No. This doesn't end until you and your family are dead.
Stop threatening my family! You have no idea what I've been through! How much I've been holding back! I'll never let anyone ever hurt my family! Again. I thought you were... I thought... I thought you were stronger. Oh God, oh God, oh God. I had to. I didn't have a choice. I had to kill him. He tried to kill me. He was gonna kill my mom and my brother. He made me do it. It was an accident, but he made me do it. I didn't want to kill him. I did it. I had to. I had no other choice. I lost control. I wanted to kill him. What does that make me? I thought he was stronger. He told me he was stronger! I wanted to kill him, but I didn't know if I could. Oh, God. Where am I? He took me here and I killed him. I'm stuck here. I'm stuck forever. I can't get home now. I'm gonna die here. Extreme lady. I kinda won. As far as the eye can see, nothing. You've really done it this time, Mark Grayson. Just keep on ignoring the fact that you killed someone. That's helping you keep it together. Although I don't think talking to yourself is the best thing right now. But it's not like you got anyone else to talk to, right? So inside your head, outside your head, what's the difference? There's gotta be a way home. There has to be. Somewhere on this planet. There's gotta be something. Maybe something on Engstrom's body. Maybe his body could somehow still... I'm strong enough, and I can do this. It's all I ever wanted for as long as I can remember. I want to do what you do. I want to be just like you.
You will be, son. You will.
You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant being on this planet. You'll live to see this world crumble to dust and blow away. Everyone and everything you know will be gone.
You know who else said that to me?
I'm not my dad. I'm not my dad.
Your father will be executed, and you will return to Earth. You will assume his mission and prepare the planet for our rule.
been like 5 years and your parents still haven't fixed the lock on your window. I'm starting to wonder if maybe they want you to be abducted.
I'm not in the mood, Rex.
And I'm not here to make fun of you. Seriously. Or to get in your pants, or whatever you think I'm here to do. But when I heard you were back here, I knew something was wrong.
I don't need your pity, Rex.
Since when do I do pity?
Did you see what I did in Chicago? The park collapse?
I heard about it, yeah.
Yeah, I messed up. People almost got hurt. And then I took it out on Kill Cannon and people did get hurt. I try to help, and all I do is cause more problems. My parents were right. Who do I think I am?
Everybody fucks up. To fuck up is human. Shakespeare said that. The Immortal, Black Samson, freaking Robot, or Rudy, or whatever he calls himself now, they've all shit the bed at least once. Having powers isn't easy, but we do our best. Even assholes like me. Just do the math, Eve. You are so far in the black that it's stupid. You showed this to me the week we met. You were still pretty beat up from losing them.
I hardly think about them now.
Because you got through it. And then you got through my douchebag teenage ass dumping my problems on you and hiding in your bedroom for a year and a half. Then 100 other battles with Teen Team. Through all of that, you've saved so many people. And each time, you made this shitty, awful, terrible world a little bit better. Also, I checked on that couple you pulled from the river. They're gonna make a full recovery because of you. So dry your tears, tell your parents to go shove it up their asses, and get back out there, right?
All right. Thanks, Rex. Now, what do you want?
I am offended. But yes, I do have a tiny favor to ask that involves a space rocket ship. Pew, pew, pew.
Hey, Mozart, what's all this?
It's Strauss, actually.
Is that a brain? Is that your brain?
Yes.
You're gonna make me ask, aren't you?
I was less than satisfied with my performance against the giant.
Oh, yeah. You totally shit the bed on that one. It sucks actually feeling fear, doesn't it?
It was unacceptable.
Sorry. Sensitivity's never been my strong suit.
No, you're right. I don't need you to sugarcoat it, which is why I've decided to resolve the problem. I set up this visual feedback system so I could practice controlling my fear response via meditation and active thought.
Are you sure that's a good idea? People feel fear for a reason, and it's usually a good reason.
Fear is an extraneous emotion that serves no real purpose for someone like me.
I strongly disagree, but I guess you'll find out the hard way. Have fun next time you fall off a cliff or something.
Amanda? Fear hasn't just made me useless in battle, it's prevented me from doing something else I've wanted to do for quite some time. Will you go to a movie with me?
A movie? Oh, sure, Rudy. I'll go to a movie with you.
Hey everyone, have you been looking for something to help you when you feel extra fidgety? How about when you have a sensory overload? Well, I'm here to introduce you to the ONO Fidget Roller. It helps me regulate and also feel at ease. The ONO Roller comes in 5 different materials, including plastic, aluminum, steel, titanium, and silicone. You can use our code DSP10 to get 10% off your order when you visit onoroller.com and get your roll on. And we back.
We're back and we're live. We're just as live as Invincible's father. He's not dead.
Yeah. Spoiler alert again. Jeez.
The whole podcast is spoilers.
I'm just saying.
He's not dead.
Just
Keep hope alive.
I thought he was gone there for a minute.
Sí se puede.
All right.
Okay.
Sure. No español.
Un poquito.
All right.
Go ahead.
So breaking down Invincible. Short and sweet of it. Follows all these different superheroes, but the main one, his name is Invincible. His dad is Omni-Man, who is this from this race of people called Viltrumites, who literally it's all about um, the best of the best. The best survive. It's all about survival of the fittest, right? And so they pretty much kill like anyone who's weaker than them. And so they make this so-called perfect race of people. Um, Mark and pretty much everyone on Earth doesn't know this about Omni-Man, and so he's passing off as like this Superman character. And it the first episode of season 1 ends with a brutal beating of the Justice League
Yeah.
of that universe.
Yeah.
And yeah, we kind of go from there, and then we also go to the end of season 1 where Mark and Omni-Man face off against one another, and Omni-Man just destroys Mark. And his whole deal was that he wanted to have his son grow and be like every other Viltrumite, but too much, I guess, human was left in Mark, and he garnered sympathy for humans and doesn't see himself as this godlike figure. He sees himself as just like a regular kid. This plays a huge part because he doesn't kill anybody, or at least doesn't try to. Mark has always been that type of hero. He's like every other hero we've ever seen in any type of comic book where they don't want to kill people. They just don't. But at some point, Omni-Man tells Mark that, hey, you're going to have to kill somebody at some point because, people are going to be brutal and they're going to try to kill you. So now you have to do the same in order to survive. So that's kind of a little bit of a background. We'll probably get a little bit more into it as we go on with the show. So first scene deals with Mark facing off against Angstrom. Angstrom is this like really smart villain who got into this accident with a bunch of different versions of himself from different multiverses. And now he has all of them inside of his one body, and he can like see and hear like all of their pasts and stuff. And in all of the other universes, Mark is actually just like every other Viltrumite. He's evil, and him and Omni-Man are just like destroying Earth and enslaving people, pretty much.
Good times.
Yes. So, and in this scene, Angstrom was pretty much fucking with Mark, like sending him through all these different multiverses. And there's actually a scene where they have this like fake quote unquote Spider-Man because they couldn't get the licensing
Yeah, I saw that.
normal
Yeah.
Spider-Man in there. Um, and during all of that, Angstrom's is holding his mom and his half brother hostage, and actually breaks his mom's arm in the process. And then we finally see the ending of the scene where Angstrom is pretty much getting beaten to death by Mark, and now Mark is stuck in this universe where it's desolate and there's nobody in it, and all he has is himself in that. So we're talking about mistakes, but I also we wanted to talk to also kind of a little bit of your past, Nas. You've kind of gone through something that was similar to this in real life. Um, you know, you can talk about that, but I also kind of want to get your perspective is, did you also have that same reaction of like, what did I do? Why did I do this? Or was it like, I know what I did was right in the moment because of, the circumstances?
Well, best way to explain it is I like turtles.
Cut to end of show. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go.
Intrusive thought. Almost passed out. So
Almost passed out on your own joke.
I like turtles. No, legit serious topic. So, as some folks know, maybe on older podcasts, I'm not sure, where it is in some of the pods, but there was a moment that I tell some folks and clients, some of my individuals that are very angry and violent, this and that, or like do things that are very protective, right? Stuff. And so there's a lot of us that are, when we get into these do or die situations, it's flight or flight. So some people are going to take off and run. Some people are going to fight. Some people are going to freeze. Everyone says that they know who they are and they know what they would do in that situation. No one actually knows what they're going to do in that situation until they're in that situation. So you'd be like, oh, I never let that happen to me. Use a damn lie. Shut up. I've had a lot of folks that were victims of different things, any type of abuse. Don't need to go through all of them. But they're like, yeah, man, I just froze. And then they hate themselves for freezing. And so, right, it turns out I was a fighter and I'm a jump first. I think I was also trained to by pops, jump first, hit first, attack first, call first. Like you need to do it first. First person to do something wins. Okay. So there was a situation. We were at a graduation party for my nephew out in Texas. And, we were just having fun and there's all these white folks. And next thing you know, someone comes up in the house and then pulls out a gun and a knife, said, get outside. Oh, okay. So they just round up the coloreds, which is me, nephew, cousin, brother. There might be one more person there. But those are the folks that I remember. I think there was one more. And so they take us outside, this and that. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. This ain't looking good. And then I remember one of them turned their back, took the beer that I had in my hand, popped one in the head, and the next thing you know, you just wake up in a pool of blood. And I remember freaking out, telling Celine to run. I look up and I'm just like, run! And he's just frozen, sitting on this hill, like in the front yard. Run! Everyone else has ran. And then he finally starts taking off. All right, so I'm still doing my thing, and then shit all over you. And then we get out of there. Yeah, we get out of there. It was intense, bro. So that ended up messing up a lot of things, right? I ended up seeing myself more as a monster more and more. Because I was still early on in college. So then after that, then I got into some issues in college for fighting and hurting someone, protecting someone, right? So then I got kicked out of school, and I feel like my nephew got kind of a name where he would tell me that people would say, don't mess with, him because, his uncle will come take care of you. And he would tell me, and he would play into that too. Right. And that led him on a bad path. He's good now, but it led him into a weird path. Same thing with my cousin. And then Celine, I know he was traumatized from it too. So right, that did mess me up. And then there's a lot of other things, right? I was always like angry and very protective. I don't like violence because the violence that I've been through, witnessed. I don't like people raising their voices.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the other day, Spence and one of the homies was talking shit on a video game, and their bass was starting to pick up in their voices. And I was like, hold up now. So Colin hates that guy too. Colin's like, I fucking hate that guy. Yeah. Because he said something stupid to Colin one day. Colin's like, Colin can't even talk back. He's like, what the fuck? I don't know you.
Well, yeah. And also, I mean, after we had our little talking, you noticed that we wasn't really talking shit anymore.
Oh, yeah. It was funny. But my point was my blood pressure gets elevated.
Yeah.
And I don't think I really realized I had a problem until one of my boys told me that I had a problem when I tried to get him into a fight or get into a fight with him years and years and years later. It's just aggression. And his demon, this monster that sits in you that's just ready to jump. I think about the movie Friday when Craig goes to pull that gun out and then his dad's like, no, man, use your hands. Right?
Real to fight another day.
Real man.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think about myself and then some shit that my dad's always been preaching, use your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Use your mind. You can out-trick, you can outsmart anyone. You just got to be, a little bit smarter about it. Take your time, be patient. So, a lot of my clients, doesn't matter what gender, they have this issue of feeling like they're a monster because either they did something that was horrific. That was the first time I've ever told that story without getting choked up or like teary-eyed.
Yeah.
And that happened in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's overwhelming. So you feel like this piece of shit, this monster, and then you have to sit with it.
Mm-hmm.
This is who I am? Is this what I stand for? The loving and caring version of me? But now are you hurting people? Mentally, emotionally, physically? Right? It's a disgusting feeling to know that you had hurt someone. Because most of us on this podcast that are listening, you've been hurt by people. All of us been damn near bullied. If you're listening to this and you're autistic, women, queer, right? Someone of color, you know what oppression is. Homophobia, transphobia, racism. Class system. You know what it is. And so then for some of us to then become the oppressor is a son of a bitch. And then people look at you. They're like, oh yeah, I knew you were one of them bad guys. That's a horrible feeling. I felt that feeling multiple times. Me and Spencer talked about it multiple times. I know Spencer's probably been there when he raised his voice too, this or that. And you're like, sometimes you're sitting there like, what did I just do? I was just talking to a client recently and they said, I snapped out my kid. Like real bad, Nas.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the partner got scared and they were like, I just fucked up. And, as a person, they took accountability and they're like, hey man, I'm sorry. I'm stressed out. There's some work shit. This is, it's all these different things that led me to pop. And the cool thing is that person reached out and they're like, yo, we need to do therapy immediately now. It's like, I ain't seen you in a minute. Things have been good, but things ain't good now. We need to talk. Because I'm a grown ass man. I need to take care of my family. So I want to talk about this, Spence, because some folks, I'm cool with being a bad guy. I'll never be as bad as my dad was. Right? Because some of them stories he got to say, like, this motherfucker's walking around and ain't walking around no more. They can't see or speak no more. So I'll never be as out there as him. Besides the point. It's for a lot of folks, these intrusive thoughts, like if you have OCD, like harm OCD, like I'm going to murder someone, I'm going to hurt someone. I've had clients think like they were going to legit hurt a child, and like, kill the kid because they wouldn't stop crying. And so they see that intrusive, impulsive thought or that feeling, that anger. And then they're like, oh shit. I've had clients that don't have OCD but someone will piss them off, roommate, someone pisses them off and then they snap on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like cuss them motherfuckers out.
Yeah.
And they'll come to my office just for that because they say, man, I don't want to be my dad. I want to be like this alcoholic abuser scaring people. I remember what he did to my mom. I remember what my mom did to like me and my siblings. And so they'll say things like that. So you've got the versions of folks that will have that harm stuff that think that they're monsters, like Mark was in that whole scene, because I'm going to kick it to you in a second.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the other individuals that legit don't want to become that person, like Mark doesn't want to become his father.
Yeah.
And you got to sit with it, man. And that shit can kill you, man. Some folks will believe that they are that monster and they're going to become that monster. And this is what they're going to do. So the only way that they can save themselves from others is to kill themselves. Take a deep breath. You don't have to go that far. We probably need to get some medicine, weekly therapy, some exposure therapy. We need to work through these obsessions and these compulsions because you are not going to harm anyone. I can go longer and longer into this OCD spiel, but I'll pivot to the folks that don't want to become their dads or their moms, their uncles. That's a tough thing when like students, clients, they realize that they're like some of the toxic versions of their family members.
Yeah.
Right. Some of the bad things. And that's scary. And I think all of us get older. We see parts of our family that are coursing through us. My dad will joke around. That's your mama. That's your mama. You's a rotten, no good piece of shit. Jesus. I'm like, it sounds like you. I don't know which pair you describing both of you. So, I got a lot of good examples to choose from with these motherfuckers, man. And much love to like both, rest in peace, mom. But like some of my clients going through some real abuse, Spence, like real trauma. Some of this, even the sexual abuse stuff, man, it can be so intense. And then they'll have like a thought or they'll act out. They'll break down in moments because they're overwhelmed or overstimulated because they're visualizing and thinking. I remember some of my boys, man, they came in the office. They started like, even with drinking, and they'll just come in there and they'll cry, bro. They're like, I'm fucking up. I'm becoming this piece of shit. I'm like, man, you ain't your dad, man. I remember one of my first clients ever. I'm not going to get into that story because he's messed up. Like autistic, bipolar, horrible abuse stuff. Horrible, whole family. And he was in there just stimming, I'm not my dad. I'm not my dad. And the main thing I get people to focus on, you could never be your dad. You could never be this person that hurt you because you don't ever want to hurt anyone. You're in here getting therapy. You're anxious. You're scared. You're afraid. You think those people that are hurting people give a shit? You think Mark, Omni-Man didn't care. Omni-Man in the show, Spence, right? He just killing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Did he look like he didn't have no conscience for any of that stuff? He was doing his thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He started getting conscious after the whole fight with Mark, and he left the planet, and then he was pretty much just flying through space, kind of just contemplating life. And then he like sat and looked at like a star or something. And then he thought, okay, I'm going to actually change my life around. And he met this other person who then he had a kid with.
Yep.
So.
And so the earlier versions, these Viltrumites, aka space fucking Nazis.
Pretty much, yeah.
No empathy, no compassion. It's survival of the fittest, master race type shit, right? I mean, it's super Nazi-ish.
Yeah.
There is no regard to human life at all. And a lot of abusers could give a shit. Some give a little bit, they care a little bit, but most, it's just not there. Then you got Mark. You see him beat this dude right up, and then he just instantly caves.
Mm-hmm.
Spence, when you seen him beat homeboy's ass dead, did you think that he was going to fall apart and freak out about it? Or did you think like he was going to be like power up and like be like, fuck yeah, I saved my family. Like, what did you think he was going to do from there? Because you're more of a nerd than me.
I sure am. I thought I thought he was going to break down, honestly,
You
because
did. Okay.
yeah, because he has always kind of had that more sympathetic side to him. Um, Even when the Viltrumites were beating up him and Omni Man, and they took Omni Man to like prison or to be sentenced to death.
Yeah.
Um, he still didn't try to kill any of them, even though he could have. And he's been holding back on his potential in that regard. Because he knows if he goes his full potential, then he could pretty much just act like a god or whatever and just kill anybody he wanted to. Because he can take a beating. That's like his whole deal, is that he can take a beating, and then come back from it, stronger, but at the same time, I would say he also comes back a little bit left him,
Mhm.
right? Because you lose something once you lose battles all the time, even though you could win them by just taking them out, um, that takes a little bit out of you. Um, because it doesn't matter what you lose at. Sometimes losing makes you just lose just a tiny bit of
Of
yourself.
yourself, your soul.
Yeah, yeah. But also in this regard, when he actually does kill Angstrom, um, he breaks down because he that's not who he is. And he says there, I thought you were stronger. Now, I thought he was talking to himself.
Mhm.
I didn't think he was talking to Angstrom, because Angstrom did say, like, yeah, I'm strong. I'm stronger now. Da, 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 da. Um, and, but at the same time, I think he's talking to himself because he thought, like, hey, I don't have to be a Viltrumite. I can be Mark. I can be invincible. I don't need to kill people in order to protect them, the other ones that I love. But we've seen throughout other, comic books and stuff like that, that some people do actually have to kill because they don't think that. Because, I mean, if you put Angstrom in a prison, he's just going to get out,
Mhm.
right? So
What are you going to do?
there's that.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Someone's beating your family. He threatened his family, hurt his family multiple times. He said, "Stop talking about my family." That was it.
Mhm. Yeah.
He rockets towards them. Some people will shut off. Their brain will shut off, and now it's just pure rage. Now it's just their pure brainstem just reacting, not their prefrontal lobe.
Hmm.
They're in fight mode, protective mode. That's all they see. This is a red out. Blackout you're drinking, whiteouts, anxiety, panic, right? Before exams. This is a red out. This is pure anger, hostility. This is the devil. And I remember telling my father years and years and later, I remember exactly where I was in Minnesota. He was on top of the stairs and I was on the bottom. We were talking about something. And I said, I hit this other accident. I hit that person on purpose, right? He said, yep. He said, I said, I don't care. Like, I never was sorry. He's like, I know you weren't. But yeah, I told everyone like I was sorry and like I didn't mean to do it, this and that, but I did.
And did you say like you were sorry just because,
Because I
like,
was in trouble.
hmm,
Because I was in trouble from school, kicked out of school, being arrested. Wasn't sorry. You said, and your friends said horrific N words multiple times, multiple slurs, clowning, being racist as shit. Okay. Okay. And then, I never really get mad until I see this fear or the woundedness in my friends. Because then I saw it. And I saw that they had hurt my friends.
mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, we can play this game. Because I'm going to let you know something. You bitch. I done been beaten so many times by life and my mom. And got my ass whooped in school multiple times. Motherfuckers was getting jumped in school. And then playing against these NFL athletes in high school, and then I get to college, right, playing college ball, and then I almost play college ball at this next school because I decided not to. But I'm like, I've had a lot taken. Spencer was right. You keep losing these wars and these battles, right? You lose a bit of yourself every time. Those of you that are depressed, maybe you don't, complete suicide. But it still takes something from you. It still scares the shit out of you that you can go that far. And, these things, they weigh on you. They weigh on your soul. And Spencer's right. It doesn't always show physically because the physical wounds always heal. But the body, the mind will keep the score. Sometimes internally, the body will keep the score too. But your wrist will heal, and maybe that got broken in a fight or the abuse that happened, right? Your body will heal, other parts will heal, but your mind is still a little bit damaged. So that's why people go into therapy, EMDR, trauma therapy, right? That's why they see me. We work on those things. Just reminded me of something. Every fucking time when someone tells me, hey man, I didn't tell you something, I immediately know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're trying to figure out why people are anxious or wound up or pent up, and every time it's sexual assault, Spence. Every fucking time. Mm-hmm. It's horrible. Like, God damn it. And it breaks me every time. Whatever.
Can I ask you something real quick?
Go ahead.
What do you think is that piece that you lose when you actually do lose a battle or you do lose a fight? What do you is that like your connection with humanity, or is it just like do you lose just your, I guess, maybe ego side of yourself, that confidence?
Interesting. So is confidence? I wouldn't say. Well, ego is identity. So ego is not like
Right.
big headed. Ego's identity. The ego strength.
Mm-hmm.
Lose a little bit of identity. You get a lot more scared, a lot more anxious. Your brain's always firing, thinking that there's bad things, boogeyman, people are going to hurt you, right? So you start to lose your identity again because now it's just a fear-based brain. Danger. I think one of the big things is, man, is you just get sad. You get sad, Spence. And then people will come to therapy, and I'm like, hey, man, what Spence just said about Mark, you can take a beating. Kids look at me, what? I mean, you done been through this, and you still in school? Oh shit, you're a badass. You got way more swag and power and gumption than me. You got way more. I told the person the other day, I got respect for you. And he said, why? Because you're resilient as a son bitch. I told another student, I said, I bet on you. I said, why? And because you've never faced a challenge that you didn't conquer. Everything from the jobs, from the no money and hustling, and then you made it in school, and now you're about to be one of the baddest motherfuckers that is in science. Working for the fucking government. Building rockets. But you don't think that you can handle this one thing? I said, I bet on you. And I don't even gamble. I said, my dad's a gambler. My dad, I said, my dad's bet got a 9-leg parlay going right now. He got the first leg. That's the hardest leg. First leg down.
You bet on the Suns or the Timberwolves today? Tell me.
I don't know. No, I don't know. Yeah.
I bet on the Suns. I'll be honest with you. I was surprised we won today.
Hey,
I'm gonna be real.
Y'all put that pipe on him. Y'all piped him up.
Yep. Skinny ass Kevin Durant took that pipe, didn't he?
Real good.
Took it like a champ.
And I said, but my dad's a gambler, man. I said, he probably wouldn't bet on you though, because he don't know you. Well, I said, I bet on you, man. And I said, but I ain't nobody. So what the fuck does my opinion matter? And I said, I get that you're probably gonna think that I am somebody, but I'm just like you, just another person, man. But since I'm your therapist and I'm gassing you up and I'm helping you through this shit, I get it. It means something. So do your thing. I think people, Spence, they think that they can't recover. That version of them they got beat is now like down 3 notches. No. You survived. You move up 3 notches. Let some shit heal and recover. I think people lose parts of themselves like that, Spence. They think that because they got their ass kicked mentally, physically, emotionally, economically, that's it. No. The fact that you survived is awesome, is magnificent. Because they tried to kill you and they didn't. The depression tried to kill you and they didn't. You know, the world tried to kill you and they didn't. They tried to bully the shit out of you. Student the other day said, well, I'm just not going to make friends no more. And, you know, fuck them. You know, I'm going to keep everyone away, this and that. And I looked at my other boy. I said, you got anything to say to that? He said, yeah, that's pretty stupid. I said, why is that stupid? He said, that's how you end up really alone. Because you shut your heart off. You're a kind, awesome individual. Let people see it. Yeah, there's going to be assholes. But let people see it. Don't let them win and then you become this curmudgeon. Because now you're just like them. The world loses if they lose you. The kindness, the awesomeness, the funniness, the goofiness, the princess. Right? Yeah, whatever funny. What's that corgi looking motherfucker's name from Guardians of the Galaxy? The funny looking one that's a big boulder, but he's like goofy as shit.
Oh,
I thought it was Korg.
It was Korg. Korg.
Yeah, it was Korg. Okay, yeah. You lose, don't lose that. And so you go to Mark. I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna be happy that he beat his ass. I wanted him to be happy because that's how I felt. And when he's beating that guy's ass, I almost cried. I watched it again with you, almost cried because I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can feel, and my heart's racing, and I can almost feel the punches.
Mm-hmm.
I remember one time, and then we're going to get into the next scenes. I remember one time me and Celine was walking down the street and someone said something stupid. You know, probably going to a bar or something like that. Someone said something stupid to me. He lost his shit so quick. He was cussing him out. I said, stop, Celine. Yeah, Spence, you don't ever want someone to say something stupid to you around Celine. Oh, he's going to go full tism and have a full meltdown. Bruh, you ain't seen protective until you seen someone say something stupid to you in front of Celine.
Yeah.
Bro, have you ever seen Celine have a meltdown or no? I don't think you have. Have you?
I've seen it like when we were on like a road trip and like somebody does something stupid and then we go off and then he goes off too. Like he's like, fuck you.
Yeah, he'll co-sign some stuff. But bro, his protective factor, Jesus. Because he's not calculating the situation or the context at all. I'm like, bro, we gonna get shot, bro.
We gonna get shot.
We gonna get shot. I just want to tell people that you're not a monster. That just like Mark, all of us, most of us actually give a shit of what we did. We're ashamed. We have guilt. We have compassion. You know, we think about it. The fact that you're thinking about it means that you're not that person. It means that you're not the abuser that once hurt you. I want people to learn from Mark, his goodness, his honesty, his integrity. You fucked up. Doesn't make you fuck up. You messed up. Doesn't make you a mess up. There's always time to recover. The next scene we're going to parlay into this because the next scene is really good. Because it's the way I think and do therapy, and it's the way I've therapized myself too. You're so far in the black, man. Don't worry about it. You had a couple of mistakes, couple of reds. You're good. You're good. Shout out to all of you that are Marks, that are going through something, that have been through something, that are fighting off the demons of the past and trying to be the best version of you. And even though a few of them toxic traits may come out, hopefully you don't kill no. We don't condone no violence now. No stabbings. You know. No punchings. No squishings. You know. Squishing now. We don't condone no violence. But you know, hey, if someone's gonna fuck with your family, you know, they got it coming.
That's what it is.
It is what it is. Protection. Stand your ground, motherfucker. Any sauce you want to put on there? You want to get to the next scene?
Let's get into the next one.
Let's do it.
Right. So, in this scene, Adam Eve I think it was like in the first part of season 2. She is trying to save these people from from this building. Or
Yep.
no, she builds this building
Yep.
fast. But then it's on like a bed of quicksand or something, and it like sinks, and then all these people apparently died or almost died, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then she also saved some people from drowning while she was fighting somebody. Um, and then got distracted and angry and um, accidentally almost like drowned the family or something like that, from what I remember.
Yep.
And so in this scene, and then she completely shuts off and is like, I'm never using my powers again. Never being a superhero again.
Yep.
And so her and Rex were a couple, but then they broke up because he was a piece of shit, cheated, all that stuff. Um,
He's growing. Boys will be boys.
no, they just always do what they're supposed to do.
It's okay. Multiple wives. I'm just completely joking, sarcastic. He was a straight up piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Such an asshole.
It's terrible.
Never really took anything seriously, Rex.
Yeah.
And also would just, just treat everybody like shit.
Straight up pervert too.
And that's also played by Jason, was it Monzo or something like that?
That guy plays a asshole pervert in every show and everything.
Literally, yeah. No, he literally does. In the league, he plays like this pervert who does like porn in a library.
Yeah. Oh no, he's terrible. Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
One of my favorite quotes from him. Pocket dog. He likes to keep random hot dogs in his pocket and they stay warm because they're by I'm done.
Doesn't.
I'm done.
Anyways, they're having this connection. I can't remember if this is before or after he gets like seriously injured. It might be after, but yeah, he's finally seeing how much of an asshole he was, and he's really trying to redeem himself.
Yep.
And so now he's talking to Eve, just to tell her that, hey, you know what? We've all done some shit. You have to get over it, and you have to kind of move on through it, because there are a lot more people that you can save rather than, not save while you're sitting in your room and trying to act so-called normal. Also, her parents, or at least her dad, is a really big piece of shit.
Yep. He reminds me of the parents from Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, totally. Just trying to be like, no, be normal, because if you don't, you're a freak and you're gonna hurt people.
This is some Harry Potter-esque fucking just anti-autistic, like don't stem, don't be you, don't do that. This is some horrible parenting right here. Non-affirming, just shit.
So, quick tangent. What do you think of the mom who's like just kind of letting the dad be like abusive as fuck towards his daughter and shit?
We talk about all the time in therapy. We talk about how clients have resentment, hatred. Sometimes it's just fear and like guilt for the parent, for the mom or dad, whoever's like just taking it, allowing it. We talk about it. We talk about how complicated the emotions are to have love for both parents, the abuser and the victim one, but then also the disgust or hatred, frustration. Is very common for a client or student to have so many mixed emotions and they don't know what to do. They just know that they need to get out of there. And then, that parent's just allowing it. I mean, I've seen it a million times over, Spence. And every client handles it different. Every client handles it different. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes we'll therapize that parent and talk about the trauma and abuse that they've been through. Sometimes I've had it where they gain empathy for that parent. I've had it where they've helped that parent get out of that situation and file divorce paperwork and call the police. It's hard for me to shit on that parent because I'm sure they've been a victim probably many different ways and versions in their life. So this is just the norm and acceptance. The devil you know is better than the devil you don't. And so they probably have extreme shame for their child being hurt. mentally, emotionally, physically. But they, they're just paralyzed. They can't do anything. Those are tough. Those are the tough ones. Those are the really tough ones. Dealing with that parent, helping that child help that parent. That's some tough shit, dude. Been in those situations multiple times. Tough shit. I've had it only maybe once or twice in 9 years where we've got that parent out. Like the kid got the parent out. We're like, we're calling police. We're done.
Wow.
I was like, let's fucking go. Most of the time, folks stay together. Maybe they get divorced, but it's super fucking toxic. I feel sorry for anyone in that situation. Deep sadness. But yeah, dad's a straight up piece of shit.
Yes. Also, I would anybody out there who has seen Invincible, I would also check out the Adam Eve special that they have on there as well.
Yeah.
That was really good, and actually goes into her background and how like her mom was being like experimented on, and then also it shows that the parents that she's with now are actually just her foster parents, not her actual parents. So
Yep. Correct. And that's got stuff to play into stuff too, being foster parents.
And by the way, when I mean actual parents, I just mean, not blood related. So
you're correct. So the scene, reason why I brought him to bring it up is be a man. Cry. Well, in this moment, he supports, he talks, he listens. That's the wrong way. Is that the right way? That's the wrong way. I didn't see him coming with this, right? I mean, every once in a while, these male figures, these dumb, immature boys will have these glimmers of, holy shit, did you just mature in front of our eyes?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Spence, did you see him coming up with this swag, with this therapizing, with this like affirming like thing?
No, I definitely thought he was going to try to get some, some of that yum yum.
Some
you know
sex.
What I'm saying? Yeah.
100%.
Because he's been doing that.
Yep.
Been trying to do that. It's like, why you? And then she even asked, like, why are you even here, Rex? He's just like, I'm just trying to help. Trying to help.
Hey, there is some scumbags out there that will just like be the shoulder to cry on, and then they're, that's how they get the.
Like, gotcha.
But he had a good moment, man. How if you take what he said, Rex, and you apply it directly towards Mark later in the season, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You're so far in the black, homie. You're so far in the good. You've saved so many lives. You've had one mistake. Okay. Like things happen. People fail all the time. Therapists fail all the time. Parents fail all the time. But that doesn't make you a horrible person. There's so many other good things that you've done. But people will stew in that mistake. And then that's it, Spence. They lose all of themselves. Not a bit. All.
Mm-hmm.
And there comes like the worthlessness or that helplessness. And so that's when a therapist or a friend or someone just like, wait a minute, let's actually look at the facts and the data here. Let's look at the truth and see how many good deeds or works, the hero that you are and the hero that you need to be. I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know if this is appropriate. As a therapist. But I'll trap people. Yeah, I'll trap them real good.
In the closet?
Well, half of them, they're all in the closet anyway. They're all gay.
Every single one of them.
You're gay. My student the other day,
Put your ass back in there.
Student said, we're all a little gay. I said, I ain't. I'm all man.
You a whole lot of.
I'm a whole lot of bubbles.
You something.
The sugars. By the way, Omni Man, that's a good looking motherfucker right there now.
Hey, J.K. Simmons.
Hey, Silver Fox. Yeah. Silver Fox. Yeah. Daddy. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, you're definitely not gay at all.
Not gay at
Nope.
all. That gay soap
Nope.
got me.
Not
I
even a
used that soap
smidge.
today. I used that soap today.
He was like, huh.
Huh.
Omni man. Mm.
No, no. Uh, I didn't know they had any dumplings.
Have you seen the ass meme of Omni man?
No.
Oh, I'm sending that to you. I'm gonna make a clip out of this, and it's just gonna be all Omni man
Omni
ass, like
man
all
ass.
around.
Boy.
Oh,
Well, he got
I'm
some.
gonna send
He
you
got a
that.
chest. I tell you that right now.
Let me tell you something. You got some booty.
Okay, that's America's ass. Uh, um, I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about, man. You know what I was talking about?
Yeah, you're talking about just not being a piece of shit.
So he
I don't know. We go on tangents,
we do.
man.
It is. So he convinces her that, hey, mistakes are made. You can grow. You can learn. You can be better. Oh, here it is. So I trap students. I trap them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Trap them.
And I'm being super honest with this. This is a big thing to think about. Is some of you are dumbasses to think that you would throw away your life, your entity, your humanity, knowing damn well you don't know. That's the sad part. Knowing damn well that you're going to save and help and make so many people smile, bring so much joy and warmth and awesomeness to the world. But you're going to go ahead and give it away. Okay. That's it. You know, this is the whole Spider-Man situation. You've got a great power and now you've got a responsibility. The same thing that my mentor told me. Well, I didn't ask for this. I said, well, it doesn't matter. Because your humanity, your person is going to make people smile and feel good and feel loved. Especially if it's a student of color, client of color. I'm like, no, hold up now. We got a lot of shit, a lot of healing because representation matters. And there ain't a lot of brown folk in these positions as managers, as bosses, and with college degrees, with doctorates, with PhDs. You have no idea how people are just going to look at you and call you Dr. So-and-so and they will heal. They will look up at you like you homeboy from My Hero Academia. What's his name? The big guy, All Might.
Yeah, All Might.
They're gonna look at you like All Might, man. So I tell my students, you're getting ready to help so many people in your life. I'm excited to see what you do. You just got to get through this. Same thing that Rex said. You just got to get through it. Not past it, right? We're gonna sit in some emotions. You got to get through it because you're getting ready to heal and help so many people. But now it's how? Just by being you. Well, I don't get paid for that. We ain't trying to get paid for that. Your worth is more than fucking 90% of my fucking caseload. I'm only telling you this. So I tell you, those listening, those really kind, funny, ADHD'd, neurodivergent, autistic asses out there listening, you can probably bring a lot of joy. You don't even know it. Don't devalue yourself because we're not normal. Because you make a mistake or two, you fail here and there, the value is much more than that. So much love and respect. Continue being you. Go change the world. Go change the world. So, shout out to Rex. And every once in a while, us men, every once in a while, we suck. Every once in a while, we lay it down.
What do we lay down?
I put it on you.
Like a pinto bean, just.
Oh, last scene.
Yes. Last scene. So this is with Rudy, or Robot, as he used to be called, and Monster Girl. So Rudy used to be like this very intelligent being, still is, but had like this deformed body, and so
I'm laughing because it's yeah, I know. I'm laughing because you just described myself. Intelligent, deformed body.
Me. What was that? What's that character in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah,
It's like, was it
fuck? It's not Kang.
No.
Krang?
Krang?
Crane.
Yeah. Let me see. Let's research. Yeah, Krang. That's it.
Yeah, it's the
That's
thing that
it.
we got in Fortnite.
Yeah, he literally looked like Krang.
Yeah, he
He
did.
did.
He did.
Yeah.
That
And then
motherfucker
he
looked
took
like mashed potatoes. Jesus
mashed potatoes with a mouth.
mashed potatoes. I had sex with that.
Um, new kind of gravy. All right.
Oh my God. I just farted.
How'd the gravy get on the inside?
It's warmed up.
Hot and ready. Anyways.
It's-
Anyway. His Krang looking ass. He took some blood from Rex and actually cloned a body
Yep.
from that.
Yep.
And so that he could look young for Monster Girl, because Monster Girl, whenever she uses like her power up to turn into this like really strong monster, she de-ages. So every time she uses it, she gets younger and younger. So he chose to make a body that was like around the same age as her.
Yep.
Because he really likes her, and wanted to ask her out, which he does at the end of the scene. But finally, but yeah, and then so he's pretty much the leader of their group, and so now he's kind of he really looks at everything analytically, right? Looks at it, but he still has those emotions, those fears of everything, but he tries to regulate it so that, once they're in battle, he can think clearly, and make certain decisions that he probably couldn't do, or he thinks he couldn't do when he's under distress, right? Um, so why'd you pick this scene?
So magnificent, legit science and data driven explanation on how to calm your brain after a trauma like the two scenes that we just talked about. If you can get your blood pressure regulated, your neurotransmitters regulated, you can release some parasympathetic hormones. Those are the ones that calm you by breathing, by slowing down, by being more mindful and paying attention to your sensory processing. Then maybe we can get you to not freak out, to not be in fear, to not be in the fight or flight like I was, like Mark was, and actually just do what you need to do so you don't have a panic attack or a whiteout. So it's a magnificent scene, the big old brain that's up there, right? And he's as soon as he sees her, boom, his brain lights up, right? Because he's in love with her.
Mm-hmm.
And then he calms down a little bit. She's talking, right? And then he's getting up the courage to ask her out. Bing, 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 bing. And then he asks her out. And then what's he do? He breathes again, and then his brain regulates. So I don't have to therapize a ton of this. It's about calming your vagus nerve. It's about, like I said, the hormone release. It's about you regulating. It's a lot of folks that are ADHD, autistic, anxious. Emotional regulation is really hard. And so if you can pause and put in some speed bumps, magnificent. Those of you that are lucky enough, and we do have a solid batch of followers and listeners every single podcast, much love to all of you that tune in every single podcast. You watch the 2-hour ones, be black again. Always bet on black. Hey, Spencer's screen went black.
And I'm white again.
Oh, damn. They all can't be winners.
Can't be arrested now.
Jesus. How you doing, mister?
Hello, sir.
Hi, sir. Is that big Mexican bothering you? Yep. That'd be me.
Yes.
But yeah, this is how you regulate. So I'm gonna walk through one quick thing. But I just wanted to say much appreciation, much love to all of you that tune in every pod. We're growing and we're growing. And I deeply love all of you. Thank you. Simple meditation. You always start in with paying attention to your normal breathing. So you would sit back, relax, close your eyes, keep them open if you need to, that makes you anxious. You would close your eyes And then you would just pay attention to your chest and your tummy. It expanding when you breathe in, and then lowering, contracting when you breathe out. So do that just for like a few seconds, like a minute. And then you'll take a deep breath. And I want you to visualize, it's going to be funny now, your refrigerator. Visualize your refrigerator. I want you to put yourself in that kitchen. Think about what it could smell like, what it looks like, right? What the tile feels like on your feet. I want you to open up the fridge, pick out 3 items that you notice in your fridge. I want you to put them on the kitchen counter. Then you'll take another deep breath. Then you're going to take those 3 items, you're going to put them back in the fridge, but really slow, like really slowly turn methodically, put it in. Shut the fridge. Another deep breath. The exercise will be done. So I went through that a little bit fast, but I want y'all to try that. Try that visual. Most likely you took the shit out of the fridge really fast. Most of you are going to take it out really fast. But when you put it in, that trains you to like chill, regulate, be mindful. And then you really have to think about it. And then you can't think about all the crazy shit in life. And then you breathe and you're good. Most people are going to report being really calm during that, like tired and relaxed, less tense. I want you to try that with your refrigerator. That was the first one that I was ever taught when I was deregulating in the office. There's a bunch of other meditations that you can do. First time you went to your favorite place, maybe it was Disney World, maybe it was a comic book store, maybe it was a record store. They all have this certain smell, sounds, textures. Think about a couple things. Take a couple things, put it on the counter, pull it out of the vinyl, whatever it is. Do it slowly, come back, breathe. I want y'all to give meditation a try. I want y'all to try YouTube. Find some really calming, like just walkthroughs of YouTube on meditation, guided meditation. Guided. Give it a shot. It could save your life. Do it before you have to send a text message. Do it before you have to do an interview. Do it before you have to walk out of the house and go to the grocery store. Do it before you have to walk into a party. Do it before you leave the house to go to class. If you're meeting your friends and you're in a group party, right, do it before you go to that. Go to the bathroom, then do the meditations, breathe again, then go back outside and talk to people. The more you practice this breathing and regulations, it will help your brain chill and allow you to function and just be happy, joyful, instead of overstimulated, deregulated, anxious, terrified, shitting your brains out in the bathroom. So shout out to Invincible for having scenes like this that are really good for mental health and advocacy, because this is a big deal. It's the one thing that you have to do to live is breathe. And yet when we're anxious, we end up holding our breath. Breathe. After that scene when Mark beats that dude to death, right, I had to breathe because it was so much and I'm deregulating and just one good one. So remember, folks, it could save your life. Again, much appreciation to everyone on the podcast. Shout out to BetterHelp. Spence, you can throw some sauce, some seasoning on this, but I'm good.
I think we're good. Go check out our Be a Man line that we just had collection. It's on our website now. Just hit that shop on our site and then go hit the apparel, because then it'll reroute you to the great Be a Man collection that we created. So go check it out. Yeah, I mean, everybody's been really loving it, and I'm definitely going to be picking up our stuff soon. So yeah, it's going to be great.
All right.
But yeah, go check out Invincible. Great show.
Great anime.
As well as yeah, go also check out Adam Eve special that they had on there as well. Great stuff. Yeah, I'm Spencer. That's Nas. Different Spectrums Podcast.
All right, everyone. Much love. And remember, take care of yourselves.
Or don't.
That's completely up to you. Peace.
Tell me what you